Hi Scorpios, it's Meredith, your evolutionary astrologer, and today we're going to talk about how do Scorpios get rich. You don't want to miss this video, and I'm going to tell you a bunch of secrets about Scorpio and their money. This is Teddy. Have you guys met Theodore? So today, Scorpios, stick with me because we are going to have so much fun. We're going to crack the code open to your wallet. Can Scorpios get rich? Do Scorpios get rich? Are Scorpios able to easily attract money? Well, let's talk about it because we're going to do the deep dive for you, Scorpio. Stick with me. What we're going to do is something a little bit unique and a little bit different. We're not doing sun sign astrology. I need you to know if you've got your sun in Scorpio, this is the place to be. But I also want to know if you've got your Venus in Scorpio or your Venus in the second house or 10th house in any sign. Venus in the second or the 10th in any sign, or your Venus in Scorpio, but you could be a sun sign Sag or a sun sign Leo, it doesn't matter. This is the video for you. And that's how we're going to look at your moneymaker. So let's dive in. So how you can find out how can you get rich if you're a Scorpio, or if you have Venus in Scorpio, or if you have Venus in the second house or Venus in the 10th, again, in any sign. It tells the story. It tells the karmic contract. It tells the deeper truth about your relationship to attracting financial abundance into your life. Now there's a bonus here, okay? And this is my third video in the series because I started with Virgo. But if you've been watching this series, what I want you to do is I want you to watch for your sun sign, but you've got to watch the video for your Venus sign. Now here's the kicker, here's the bonus. Here is what I want you to know. If you are a Scorpio, your moneymaker, your little, your little generator that's like over here concocting and brewing the law of attraction for you to receive financial abundance is your Mars sign. Where is Mars in your chart? You need to know about Venus. Venus rules money and self-worth, but Mars is your chart ruler. And it's really, really important where your chart ruler is, because that's going to show me the arena in which your soul's calling will gravitate towards, what it will easily attract, what it will want to align with, what subject matter it wants to align with. So we do have to pay attention to Mars. When we did Virgo's video, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so we looked at Mercury. When we did Libra's video, we looked at Venus, one, because that is what rules money, but that is also Libra's ruler. So with Scorpio, you got to look at Venus, but you also got to look at Mars. In this video, I'm going to give you secrets. I'm going to give you the deeper secrets about Scorpio's relationship to money and Scorpio's ability to attract money, and also how Scorpio kind of sabotages themselves around money, because Scorpios do. There are wealthy billionaires that are Scorpios. Bill Gates is one. This is what I want to tell you. If you have Venus in Scorpio, you are a money magnet. You are a very powerful person because you can just attract money to you. Money is not going to come, though, very easily, but money will find you and it will come to you. If you have Venus or Mars in Scorpio, you are probably, or you are a Scorpio. So Venus, Mars, or sun sign in Scorpio, or even if you've got, well, it's a double whammy. If you've got Sun, Mars, or Venus in Scorpio in the second house or 10th house. I also want you to know that if you are a Scorpio and you have Venus or Mars in any sign, in the second or the 10th house, this also applies to you. You have to think of all these combinations. This doesn't apply so much if you have a moon in Scorpio or Scorpio rising. It might a little, but not as much as those placements. With Scorpio in Venus, or Scorpio sun sign, or Scorpio Mars, or all three, you could have the stellium. But if you have a high emphasis of that, you are going to see that there's a caution. You're going to see that there is a frugality. You're also going to see that you are magnetically enchanting. People are going to gravitate to your leadership. People are going to put you into a role of authority. People are going to have you sort of rise to the top. Now, hold on. It doesn't come for free, ever. For Scorpio, let me tell you what you get for free. Nothing. Yeah, you get a bunch of like hard knocks and challenges for free. And that's about all you get for free. I'm not trying to be funny or rude or mean or cruel. And if you are a Scorpio, you're probably sitting there going, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I got that divorce for free and that bankruptcy for free. So Scorpio, like Aries, is here. And by the way, this is going to be very similar for Aries because Aries is also ruled by Mars. So if you are an Aries and you're on this video, a lot of this applies to you too, because you guys both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars. Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto. So if you want to get really, advanced, you guys can also look at Pluto. So you can look at Mars and you can look at Pluto. Which one should you look at? Well, Mars is going to be the physical manifestation of your finances, and Pluto is going to show me the psychology of your money, your psychological, and what's more important, your mental state of mind around your money, or actually how you're physically out there working, toiling, how you're out there actually planting your seeds and working the field and growing your money in the physical manifest. Which one's more important? You tell me. Scorpio, you tell me. Is it your psychological belief system around money, or is it you actually tilling the soil? Please tell me. I want to know what Scorpios say. Dun, dun, dun. They know that there's a greatness inside of them, but for some reason, that message gets a little bit eroded over time. They know they have a greatness. Virgo doesn't learn that until much later in life, but Scorpio knows that about themselves. They know that they are magnetic and they are powerful and that they can, in fact, attract to them the things that they need. But they also know that life is full of tricks, and those very things that they got, they can also very easily lose. Scorpio is very profound and deep. And so, I can bring the silliness to a Scorpio video, and you guys have really been my biggest fans. And I think that you have a sense of gratitude in my soul community. Scorpio can usually trick and fool most people. They can usually really trick like 98% of the world. And when I say trick, they can play psychological warfare games and leave the rest of the universe baffled and confused. And they are not just one thing. They are the most complex sign, because what you see is not what you get. And they are straight talkers, but they are the iceberg where they have got 10,000 intricate details going on, and they will show you one. So Scorpio and their money. Scorpios are savers. Scorpios are humble in the sense of they don't count their chickens before they hatch. They're not like gambling all their money away on their credit card in hopes to pay for it. No, unless they've just got massive Sag in their chart, which they might. So if you're one of those Scorpios, leave me a comment below and we'll look at your chart. And it's going to say Sagittarius all over it. You might have your Mercury in Sag. You might have your Venus and Mars in Sag. Then you're just like a crazy kooky Scorpio because you've got this Sag in you. But let's just talk about the Scorpio placements. This is going to really have you like not light in your loafers. You're going to be really heavy. You're going to be heavy on your feet. Your word is your gold mine. So how are you going to get rich, Scorpio? You're going to be your word. How are you going to get rich, Scorpio? You are going to be in a job that requires cutthroat honesty. How are you going to get rich, Scorpio? You're going to do a job that you could die for. One, you love it that much. Two, you really could. Firefighter, EMT, brain surgeon, boots on the ground, Army, Marines. If you're in a different country, will you tell me this? Just anywhere other than the United States. Here we have 4 branches of the military. We've got the Navy, the Army, the Marines, and then the Air Force. Do you have that too? Like if you live in Israel, do you just have the Army or do you have it all too? And what do you call it? I don't think you guys call it like Air Force, but I want to know. I love learning, but will you just tell me, like, is there a Marine Corps in New Zealand? I think there is, actually. I dated one. I just remembered that. Scorpios are really attracted to power. And so they're going to do a job that puts them in a power position. One of my sisters is a Scorpio, and she does not walk into a room like, oh, I'm addicted to power. No, she's so humble and she's so steady Eddie, and she's just so calm and serene. But guess what she is? She is the world's greatest, the most amazing elementary school teacher. And I am telling you, she is in her power. Power, power, power. Anybody whose children are in her classroom are just like, please go raise my kid and return them when they're 18. She is so amazing. and I just got full body chills. She is in the most powerful place maybe in her life, in that classroom with those kids, influencing their minds. Now, Scorpios are also going to get rich by a job that requires a great amount of patience, leadership, power, patience, and steadfastness. Now, they're going to usually pick government jobs or jobs that come with a pension or unionized jobs, or maybe even jobs where you can be highly concentrated and serious and cutthroat, and a job that like requires kind of all of you. I will tell you one thing. Scorpios make life look kind of easy because they have a placid exterior. They are nothing but placid on the inside. They have 40,000 things going on underneath that calm, frozen iceberg. They just look like that, but they're like a bunch of like pop rocks inside. They really are. Did you see my desk move? And so I don't want you to believe their entire calm, cool, collected James Bond 007 facade. No, but they will get their riches through being magnetic, calm, powerful, loyal, dedicated, steadfast, something that demands all of them, and something that could probably kill them or they would die for. They make great detectives. Now listen to this. I'm just going to talk about my sister a little bit. I don't talk very much about her. She's my oldest stepsister, and I love her dearly. And she kind of does have to be a detective, because now the way schools are run, you can't just come right out and say things that you want to say. And the way she could teach school, she's taught school for, I think, like 30 years. I don't know, a lot of years. But in the 80s, you know, she could talk much more freely to parents about problems going on. Now she has to use a great deal of diplomacy, and there's things that you cannot even say or suggest. And so she has to be a detective with each and every kid and do like detective forensics work without anybody knowing, basically, in order to figure out how to reach each kid. Who are you? What do you need from me? Then she has to completely alter her lesson plan, probably 25 times, so each individual kid gets the same opportunity. That's a Scorpio job. So Scorpio is so psychologically aware. They're going to be in a job that requires all of them. Tell me if you are a Scorpio. Let's talk about Bill Gates. Now, don't go into conspiracy theories about Bill Gates on this channel. Please, let's just talk about the man, sort of the facts about who this brilliant, brilliant man is. I mean, he is so smart. Whether you believe his work, or you believe in his work, or you don't believe in his work, he has probably, out of the world that we know, created the most change, the catalyst for the most transformation and change, probably in the world, before Thomas Edison created lights with the computer. Scorpios, when they are going to attract massive amounts of money or their highest amount of money, they are going to be in the business of transformation. Now, transformation is no small thing. That process of transformation and transforming something difficult, like my sister who has to transform her lesson plans to be able to reach and fire these little kids' brains, all their individual brains on all their cylinders. She has to transform them and the curriculum every single hour of every day. So take that message and apply it to any job. That's going to be a great Scorpio. So Bill Gates, in the transformation of the electronics and technology in our life, Scorpio, wealthiest man on the planet for a long time. And he has taken his money and he has put his money into the transformation of water, medicine. So Scorpio is usually going to work on the theme of death and dying, transformation, power, and they're going to be attracted to jobs that take all of them. So let me tell you a couple more things. If you are a Scorpio, or you have Venus in Scorpio or Mars in Scorpio, you could also work in the industries of the occult, the mysteries of life, finances. You would be fan-friggin-tastic as a tax accountant, doing forensics on finances, anything with investments. And you will also be phenomenal with the business and operations, the COO of a company. You will be so good at money management, counting the money, banking, touching the money. Like if you can physically touch money, you're good. Scorpio has a lot of callings. I mean, they can do a lot of different things. Scorpios can also be healers, grief workers, and they can be very therapeutic in the healing arts. Scorpios can oftentimes be shamanic. The shamans are in the business of soul transformation. So Scorpios can do a lot. And when they stand in their rightful calling, they raise the vibration of their money magnet, of their financial generator. and their self-worth catapults, and that's when you attract your rightful amount of money. If you're a Scorpio or have Venus in Scorpio or Mars in Scorpio or Scorpio in the second house or the 10th house, tell me what you do for a living. And if you're going to tell me that you're the checkout person at Target, you need to tell me what you want to do. And you need to tell me what is your goal, but you're supposed to do something profound. Now, if you are a dog walker, let's say, and you're a Scorpio, that you probably are a little bit of a healer for the dogs. I've got to wipe his face because he just got his treats. You're probably some sort of transformer around the dogs, or you probably rescue the dogs. Scorpios bring things back to life. So sometimes they work in turnkey operations, like you will make a business become turnkey and ready for a sale for another person to just step into it and let it launch. So Scorpios are here to help things be revived, survived, and alive. Scorpios usually work with the pulse. And that's what I mean, like it takes all of them. They love the safety and security, and they love to retire, and they love a pension. So they often work with union jobs. I want to know, if you're a Scorpio, what are you doing? I want to know. Oftentimes Scorpio, like if you're a teacher, or if you work in the military, if you're a truck driver and you're a Scorpio, you're not making millions, right? So this is how a Scorpio, this is my secret. You ready? Scorpios are going to get massively wealthy, usually by the investments that they make. People are going to invest in Scorpio. Business partners will give you money, or you will receive an inheritance, or you will receive a business partnership where somebody invested in you. And when that person gives you a gift, because Scorpio Mars, Scorpio Venus, or Scorpios usually get an inheritance, or they get financial help from somebody who is willing to invest in them. And I'd even say if you have like Venus and Mars in the 8th house, you're probably going to receive this, or the sun in the 8th house. You're going to receive some sort of investment in you. You take that investment and you need to put that into a 401k or a financial portfolio, or do some trading on the stock market if you know what you're doing. God, the best stockbrokers are Scorpios, I'm telling you, because they'll research what's about to sell and what's going to buy, who's going to buy what and what price. They're phenomenal at the stock market. You take that investment and you invest it either in property or 401k. Some sort of, don't do a Ponzi scheme though. Don't get sucked down into a Ponzi scheme. I'm just saying, invest your money. That's how a Scorpio is going to get wealthy. A Scorpio is going to get so wealthy by taking their savings account and investing it into a great investment, and getting a business partner to invest in them somehow, where you guys go co-op something, where you go put your money together into an investment portfolio or real estate, or a business of some sorts. You could even be an investor in a business and get a percentage out of it. Scorpios love, love, love. This is the other secret. A passive income. It's not because they're lazy, it's because they are very bright. Now, Scorpio usually does a job that takes all of them. They could be a brain surgeon. They could be something that in the Marines, they could be like all in. And so Scorpio gets very exhausted with their work. Are you a Scorpio and are you exhausted with your work? I mean, even if you're like living down in Oregon pumping gas for people, I mean, no other state does that. But if that's your job, you're the Scorpio puts all of themselves into the job, all of themselves. They give 100%. They are not half-assers and they are not checked out. But here's the deal. Scorpio gets so bitter and so upset. This is secret. Scorpio gets so bitter and so resentful because other people just don't, I'm sorry, they don't put all of themselves into their job. If you are going to enlist in the Marines or the Army or whatever, you want the people that flank you on the front lines both to be Scorpios, because they are going to work their butts off to keep themselves alive, but equally to keep you alive too. And that's if they're in the office. That is if they're on the front lines. Scorpios can do mundane jobs. They can go be an executive assistant, but here's what kind of executive assistant they'll be. They will give their boss 150%. They will die trying. That's the kind of executive assistant they will be. They won't go home until they know their boss is home safe, or until the boss has left the office. They give like a Virgo. Now, I know a lot of poor Scorpios because they aren't in alignment with their soul. Sometimes they just cannot do the job that they need to do to attract a lot of money. They can't sell out, is what I'm saying. Out of all of the signs, Scorpio is the least likely to sell themselves out for money. Meaning, if their heart is not into stocking the shelves at Safeway, they ain't gonna do it. Now, they can pay their dues and they can do it temporarily, but they are not gonna be able to sell their soul for the golden handcuffs for a super long period of time and be okay with it. They just can't do it. They can't get up in the morning. They are like frozen in bed, paralyzed. I can't do it. It's gonna kill me if I have to talk to that boss again. They also don't want to go file for unemployment because they have a lot of pride and power. They just want to go get another job that resonates with their soul. They cannot sell out for the golden handcuffs. Not for long. They just cannot sell out in an inauthentic, fake sales job. If they have to sell themselves, not for me. I am not selling myself. You're going to either see the goodness here or I'm not playing. Every one of them is like that. Are you like that? It's like, hey, you need to know. This is how Virgo and Scorpio is different. Scorpio will get in there and will die trying, right? Just like a good Virgo. Virgo's not going to ask for a raise or anything, but Scorpio's like, what the F? I've been here for 3 months. You don't know my worth? I'm out. Cut off. Gonzo. Bye. Get another job. And they won't tolerate it. They might not come in and grovel, please give me a raise. They're not going to do that. It's like, you know my worth and you give it to me or I'm out. So how I'm going to handle getting a raise is this. Hey, boss, you know, I really appreciate the opportunity of getting to work here, but I found another job down the street and around the corner. They're going to pay me a little bit more. So I think I'm going to head over there. But, you know, I've really appreciated this gig and I loved it. It taught me a lot and it's good. Hey, wait, employee, what are they paying you over there? What are they giving you? Like, what are they giving you that I don't have? Well, you know, they're giving me like 18,000 more. 18,000 more. That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do about it without even saying it? So they don't ask for the raise either. They just go in and say, I got a better gig. And then they stare at you and they sear into you the message that says, what you gonna pay? That's how you can earn your mega millions as a Scorpio. Scorpios are not the wealthiest sign of the zodiac. To tell you the truth, Libras are. Scorpios can get wealthy, but they cannot live inauthentically in a job. If they don't like a job, they can't do a job for long. And they usually pick these jobs that have a great deal of security in them so they can get a pension. My secret for my Scorpios is save, save, save. There is a frugality to Scorpio too. They will be fair with you, like on a date. They don't usually put in more than what you put in. So if you buy them a $500 gift, they'll buy you a $500 gift. They usually want it to be even. But Scorpios, they're not overgivers. They're not going to be the person who like showered you in a bunch of gifts and got nothing. No, they put in what they authentically feel you're doing. They're tit for tat. So you're going to pay 50, I'll pay 50. Unless you got a lot of Sag in this Scorpio, they're just not going to do more than you do. I will give what I get, or I will give a little less than what I get. And you can prove yourself to me. Am I sick and wrong? Forgive me, Scorpios. You can handle it, Jesus. Now, here's the thing. If your Scorpio is giving you a lot more than what you're giving them, they are not pure Scorpio. They've got a lot of other stuff going on in their chart. So I'm talking about that pure Scorpio energy. So if you are a Scorpio and remember we talked about where is Mars in your chart? I do want you to watch the video, Sun Through the Houses, part 2, based on where your Venus and your Mars is. And if your Venus is in the first house, then watch Sun Through the Houses, part 1, and go watch what the sun in the first house means. And then I want you to apply it to your money magnet here. And where your Mars is also very, very important. I'm going to take Mars as an example, and I want you guys to think about if you are a Scorpio or Scorpio and Venus, but you have Scorpio's ruling planet Mars in the sign of, let's look at this, Virgo, you're going to be really good at money management. And you're going to be really good at the details of money. You're going to be good at the details of life. This is Aurora. So you're going to be really good at forensics. You're going to be good at details. The devil is in the details for these people. I mean, these people are going to be great tax accountants. They're going to be great dentists. They're going to be a great brain surgeon. I mean, down in the weeds of life. If you've got your Mars in Libra, I'm going to tell you, you're probably really friggin' sexy. I mean, you probably ooze sex appeal and relationships and love and beauty and harmony in a way that you're like not even aware of. So you can open up doors that are not even supposed to ever open. You have the secret combination to the vault, right? Don't abuse other souls if you have this combination. If you're a Scorpio and you have Venus or Mars in Libra, like, wow, you can seduce people into just giving you money. You could be a massive TikTok star and get $1 donations from 5 billion people around the world and then go save the homeless people in LA. You can be that guy. If you're a Scorpio and you've got your Venus or your Mars in Sagittarius, you can run the mafia. I'm breaking your leg if you don't pay me my bill, right? You can be that guy. You can do anything. You have the joy and the funny and the optimism and the hilarity that is like truth and humor. You could be a stand-up comedian that doesn't get rich, right? You get $500 a night for your gig, but the world loves you, so you get famous in some other way. You're like a famous keynote speaker. I wonder who is that person that's a Scorpio with Mars and Sag or Venus and Sag. I mean, that person is so friggin' funny. That's like a George Carlin type of person. That's like an Eddie Murphy type of person who will, or Chris Rock, like a truth and humor. I'm sure that that's not their combination, but it's so much truth and humor. And it's like somebody who wants to understand the archaeology of life, like the documentary filmmaker about finding dinosaur bones and Indiana Jones, courage and saving the world and creating the truth. I mean, that combination is so fun. That's somebody who might be in search of deep personal truth and also truth about humanity, truth about geology, truth about philosophy. That could be Plato. You know, that combination is a lethal weapon and so friggin' sexy. And then Scorpio Capricorn, oh my God. Boss man, money magnet. That's like mob boss. That's like I own the Amazon campus in downtown Seattle. I invested in the real estate of all the high rises in Chicago, right? Like I have a business plan for the city or for the country or for the world. I'm in charge of saving the world from imploding on itself. Capricorn, Scorpio is money, money, money. That's massive, massive power money. So if you have Mars or Venus in Capricorn and you are a Scorpio, oh my God, can I know you? Can I have a loan? Can I go to the bank of you? Yeah, if you are in jail or in trouble or need bailing out, you need to call your Scorpio with Capricorn, Mars, Venus. Not that they'll give it to you. I mean, it's got to actually be a good investment or they have to love you and want to die for you. They have the ability to amass a giant enterprise and run a giant company. Scorpios need money to feel safe. They want money to feel safe. They have to have money to feel safe. But they oftentimes, because they won't sell out even a little bit, they won't do the Libra spin unless they have Libra in their chart. They don't have the most inviting personality to do the relationship. They do invite leadership where they will be the boss of you. But they're not necessarily the most brilliant collaborator because they want to land on top. They're like a Capricorn that way. That's why the Scorpio Capricorn can really amass a large amount of money. But they're not always like the nicest person to work for or the most comfortable person to work for. And don't be mad at me, Scorpios. It's like, just know your truth. It's not like, oh, everybody's clamoring to, work with the nice guy, Scorpio Capricorn. No, they're very intimidating. They have extraordinarily high standards and they will not put up with your BS. And by the way, they can see your BS and they won't put up with the BS that they can see that nobody else can see. So they're not the most fun to work for, but if you want to grow and you want to grow truthfully and you want to grow honestly, oh my God, let your drill instructor be Scorpio, Capricorn, Mars. I mean, oh my God, you will grow 20 lifetimes in an hour with that person. Are you a Scorpio with Venus or Mars in Capricorn? Let me know. I'm dying to know. Anyways, I love doing this video. Wow, this was one of my most fun videos and like, forgive me for my humor. I hope you appreciate it. It's been so my pleasure. I just love and adore you subscribers and super supporters. And go get your chart. If you don't have it at soulnavigation.com, you will want it so you can start learning real astrology and not just sun sign astrology. From my home in Seattle to yours, wherever you're at in the world, let me know. I am so honored to have people from all around the world, from Iran to India to Saudi Arabia to Bahrain to Qatar. I mean, I'm just like Canada, London, Ireland. Oh, my friends in Norway, Portugal, and Colombia. I can't forget you. Anyways, I'm sending you so much love. Oh, and my friend in Barcelona and Italy. You guys rock my world. Take good care. From my home in Seattle to yours. Bye for now.